Okay, so prepping the studs and walls and all that, making sure, ladies and gentlemen, these walls have to be, I mean, within, I would say a quarter inch is good. If you can get a quarter inch any which way going up that wall, if you're a quarter inch and no more than that along that whole wall, you can float out the rest. This is why they would do traditional mud bed. Mud bed method, actually, I still believe is the best way. It's impenetrable. I've ripped apart showers from the 30s and 20s and shit. I don't know if I've done earlier than that, but definitely 20s and 30s. Very, very small tile, the green stuff that they used to put like the little 2x2s and wainscoting and all that stuff. So if you see, let me try and show you right here, this strip. This is a basic piece of plastic lattice strip. A Hardy Backer 1.25" screw. Go right through it. It levels out. So let me show you. I have a pre-cut piece of go board. This wall's done. All I need to do is, my shelf is already centered. Another huge thing. If you're doing a Schluter shelf, I'm not knocking Schluter. They're awesome stuff. You can build these out of go board. Way easier and way cheaper. You can literally build however. We do a lot of full wall shelves, and you build a wall on a wall, basically. So you have your existing wall. The problem is I do a lot of 3x5 showers, and we don't have that room. And then once you do that, you have to recenter the drain, so it costs more. Some people are like, hey, yeah, I want to do it. No, I don't. It turns out super nice. Yeah, so I pre-cut this. Right here. And I also want to show you guys something too right here. So I ended up on a concrete wall. And I didn't feel like drilling through masonry bits and all this crap. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with... let me grab it. Hold on. Listen, this stuff right here, Curdy Fix. I've been using it a long time. Let me tell you. This stuff bonds like no other. I mean, you cannot take this off. This is solid. Another big thing too, I would recommend never using pressure treated wood in your shower. You should only be using yellow pine. I've been using it 10 years, never had an issue. I've had issues with pressure treated wood. I'm pretty good. I'm not the best, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not. So basically this is plumbed out, and let me show you with my speed square to check it. But yeah, this Curdy Fix stuff, oh, it bonds. I mean, corner benches, 2-inch thick Curdy board. You got benches all day, footrest all day. They will not come off. I went to Schluter class. I would highly suggest anyone to go to this Schluter class. The Schluter class is very informative, and it's not like a gimmick or anything like this. It's free hotel. You sit in class 8 hours a day, Saturday and Sunday. Ours is at Pensacola Pensacola, Florida, at the Hilton. Super nice. Take wife, kids. They sit in the hotel, go to the pool all day. It's cool, free. But in the class, they kind of take you back to olden times. They show you mosaic floors and stuff like this that haven't even ever had a crack in them. Still, they were built in like 1300 or something ridiculous like this. So you get the whole theory and the basis and the bonding and the process of how all this works, how it comes together. And the biggest thing, these things cannot leak. They cannot get water behind the surface of the tile. It cannot happen. If you even think that somebody's doing a hack job or don't know what they're doing or can't answer a question, even if somebody's decent and they're like, hey, I really don't know. But listen, I know some people, and I can contact some people. I can find out, and we can figure this out, and we can make sure. The fact is, these things are not cheap. The materials are very expensive. They really are. There's no room for error. You can't have this wavy shit. Carl doing it for 30 years. Oh, yeah, you've been setting wrong for 30 years, Carl. I've only been doing this 10 years, but the difference is 110% every day, no matter what. No matter what. As good as you can get it. Do not cut corners. If you cut corners, people will notice. If you think people are stupid and will not notice, you might get away with it a couple times. That shit ain't gonna fly. I'm telling you right now. So basically, check this out, to the point. But yeah, Curdy Fix. If you see right here, there is none wiggle. Zero wiggle. It is completely flush. Tough built level, by the way. Oh, this thing's cool, man. Look, it's like regular level. It's cool for when you're doing mud beds. I do a lot of, because you can get your slope from like any angle by just extending it. Tough built. It does it. It's perfect. It's perfect. Literally. So yeah, I would highly recommend your walls be flat. Flat, 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 flat. That's all I gotta say. As best as you can. Because if you think about it, back in the day, there wasn't Ramondi leveling systems, rigid spin caps, the new Mapei. The new Mapei spin caps are killer, actually. Because before, if you think about it, the spin caps they have on the market nowadays, you have to go back and unscrew the post. You still just kick out or you knock out the post with a soft hammer. But you still have to go back and unscrew them and take them out. This new Mapei, M-A-P-E-I, if those of you aren't familiar with Mapei products, are actually very good. Some stuff is better than others, but overall, they're pretty decent. I trust it. I've been using it a while. You press a button, and the post just falls out. So, it's pretty cool. Because back in the day, when people set tile, this surface had to be dead on. Because when you put that trowel, whatever trowel you're using, you have to maintain that same angle the whole time. Going up, down, across, whatever, however you do it. Back butter the tile. Has to be the same angle. And when you set this thing, you press it on there, and once you do that, it will sit completely flush with the rest of the row. That's only if this surface is completely flush. I'm talking flush. It will sit perfect. Your corners will sit perfect every time. If you do old school mud bed, there are guys out there. I wish I could do it. I honestly, I would like to try it, but man, I don't know if I have the time for that. That shit's serious. You really got to know what you're doing. But I'm good enough. This go board is going up super fast, and nothing's off. Nothing's off. We're good to go.